Let's assume my loan account got written off in 2010. Now what is now?
13 years.
13 years? Now the system runs for 13 years. Imagine the kind of balance it can accumulate.
So you're telling me I'll be charged interest for those 13 years?
100%.
Write off ho gaya.
ठीक है. Okay.
What do I do next if I want to remove it? I want to come back to the institutional loan system, whatever it is. So how do I get a written off, remove it from my CIBIL report?
Absolutely. I mean, rather than focusing on how to get out of a credit profile situation, I think first thing you should or one should focus on is getting out of a crisis situation.
Okay.
Unless one gets out of a crisis situation, he won't be able to pay back or repay the loan outstanding.
Correct.
Okay. Only when he manages to close the loan outstanding in full, I'm saying in full, not settling. Settled again gets reported as settled. Okay, in full, only then we can get it updated or get it reported as closed.
Okay.
So the status will change from written off to closed.
Okay.
Okay, for that,
what's the procedure like? Can you take me through step by step?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's assume that I have a written off account in my profile. Okay, and let's assume that there are two kinds of outstanding. I think I have to highlight these two things. Okay, don't think that the numbers or the system that's running will stop after written off. Okay, there is a parallel system. Okay, there are two kinds of balances in a banking system. Okay, so one is the POS. They call it as POS.
POS.
Which is principal outstanding.
Okay.
That is up to till the time of written off. Okay, that is your 6 months ka interest and the entire loan amount, whatever. Okay. So interest is being charged only on 6 months. So that's a principal outstanding. Okay. Then the other balance is called TOS. TOS. Okay, that's the total outstanding. Okay. Now what is getting added up is after written off, how many months it has gone, it's in written off status. Let's assume my loan account got written off in 2010. Now what is now?
13 years.
13 years? Now the system runs for 13 years. Imagine the kind of balance it can accumulate.
So you're telling me I'll be charged interest for those 13 years?
100%. There is a parallel system for that. It won't be in a bank's primary book. It will be in a secondary book. They call it as secondary book. Or it also has one more word called mirror balance. Okay, mirror balance.
So guys, I mean, if anyone wonders why companies like Infosys and all make so much money managing information for banks.
Absolutely.
It's probably
a parallel system.
Yeah. You have to create so many different information systems.
Absolutely, next level. So when you go and ask what is the outstanding that I need to pay to close this loan account, to close, if I go to bank and ask the bank manager, boss, now I have money. I'm out of that whole, the financial crisis saga, whatever. So I want to close this particular loan account. He will pull the system. He will check his system. He'll add up that POS plus TOS.
Wow.
The TOS is starting from written off to the 13 years ka balance. So it can even become, we have seen situations wherein the borrowing is only some 50,000 rupees or 1 lakh rupees. His POS plus TOS has crossed a crore.
A crore?
A crore. I'm
How
not
is
kidding.
That possible?
I'm not beating it. 20, 30 years, 25 years, 2001, penalty, interest, blah, 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 interest over interest.
So what all comes in TOS? Penalty, interest, what
interest
all comes?
Over interest. The same keeps running. The system keeps running. I told, 10 lakh becomes 11.2, 11.2 becomes 15, 15 becomes 20. It keeps going on and on. That is TOS. It will never come into the primary, books of the bank, because if it comes into the primary books, bank has to show losses. So bank will not do that. So that's a secondary book.
My God.
Yeah. So negotiation, you had a, question. If you have...
No, so I have a very, coming back to our Malyaji.
Yes.
So I'm assuming that
he has a POS plus TOS. You can take these two components.
TOS will be massive.
TOS has gone through the roof. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You imagine, if it's 1 lakh can become 1 crore, imagine, 3,000 crores. what it can become. Imagine 3,000 crores, yeah. I mean, what it can become.
And how many years
it
now?
It will exponentially multiply.
How many years now? Like Kingfisher has not paid. I don't know. At least 5-10
I'm really not
years?
sure. Yeah. I think easily.
He's never coming back. He's gonna have a ball.
So that's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to say.
But so what do you do if your toss is huge?
You can negotiate.
Okay.
Negotiation is a possibility on toss, not on the pos.
Okay. So POS they'll not negotiate, but toss banks will negotiate.
Yeah. They negotiate.
Okay. So you find. So you coming back to the initial thing. So you said so bank is having two systems, your POS and your TOS. Right. So what next?
What next? But once the branch manager gives a shocker, stating that, boss, you have to pay 1 crore, the guy will go mad. Saying, boss, what are you saying? What? I mean, I think I borrowed only 75,000 rupees. I think by the time they followed up and they said written off, I think it became some 1 lakh rupees or something. What are you trying to tell me? I mean, 1 crore, from where will I get 1 crore? That's where it comes for negotiation.
Okay.
So 1 lakh, I think for closure, I might end up paying 1.5 lakh rupees, 1.5. Another 50,000 I have to add up.
Okay.
So they'll negotiate.
They'll be okay to negotiate.
Absolutely. I mean, see, something is better than nothing. No, the same formula applies. Okay. So they have written it off.
So they calculate the toss. Just like, why do they keep the second book of accounts after it's written off? Is my question to you.
To scare the people. To scare people.
Oh God.
So, imagine they'll give a 20-year outstanding on the loan, entire till day.
Wow.
So you got the two aspects, no? I think, literally, I think hardly people understand this aspect. So they have, I'm still again reiterating the same fact. There are two kinds of balances if your account gets written off. One is principal outstanding, the other one is total outstanding. When you walk into a branch to clear or close the loan account, what they give you is TOS, total outstanding. If you end up paying it, I mean, it's nothing like it for a bank.
You're a legend. You're a legend.
Nothing like it for a bank. If you cry and start negotiating, then they work then cut down on the TOS part.
Okay.
Not on the principal.
Have you?
So
how many?
What they really negotiate. I mean, I really want to again throw some light on this. The TOS is what they really negotiate in. The TOS is total outstanding.
Which is including the penalties, interests.
Including penalty, interest and everything. They subtract POS. Okay, whatever remains is what they negotiate on. That means if TOS is 10 lakh rupees, the principal outstanding is 2 lakh rupees. They subtract 2 lakh rupees. Now the remaining is 8 lakh rupees. They negotiate on 8 lakh rupees. This 2 lakh rupees they'll never negotiate because it's their principal.
Correct.
Which they have given.
Correct. So let's come back to this. You have handled a lot of cases of write-off, right?
Yes.
So in TOS, what's the kind of flexibility which you've seen banks are able to negotiate?
So, I mean, if it's an old account, they can literally, they'll reduce. 95% also they'll reduce.
Wow. Okay.
If it's an old account. So, as I said, something is better than nothing for them. And whatever they collect straight away hits their profit. Correct. For them, for that particular quarter, their profit is going up. Correct. So, nothing like it for them.
So, according to your steps, let me just summarize whatever you have told me. First is, obviously you're not paying the loan as 90% of the chances that you've got a financial crisis.
Right.
First, get the hell out of the financial crisis somehow.
Right.
Work, do whatever it is. Liquidate your assets.
Yeah.
Get out of the financial crisis. Once that is done, go to the bank. They'll give you your POS plus your TOS.
Right.
See if you can.
TOS has both POS.
Okay, sorry. So total outstanding already has your principal
POS.
Outstanding.
Yeah, right.
So tell them principal outstanding I'll clear. So see as much as possible, negotiate your TOS down.
Right.
And then clear it.
Right.
So once you pay that, what happens next? How does the write-off comes?
Once you pay, clear the balance in full. Do not forget to collect NOC.
Okay.
This is literally I'm underlining this fact. This is extremely important. Once you pay back, collect your NOC. NOC is no objection certificate. It's a very simple, a letter printed in the bank's, letterhead, which clearly states that so-and-so loan account is closed.
Okay.
This is required for updating your CIBIL report or a credit report.
So bank will not update the CIBIL report?
No, they won't straight away update. They'll say that they'll update, but you still have to raise dispute with the...
when they say they'll update, typically how long have you seen they take to update?
45 to 60 days is what the TAT is.
The bank will take.
The bank will take 45 to 60 days.
But if you get the letter immediately?
Still, it takes 45 to 60 days. What I'm trying to say is, if they don't update, what if they don't update? See, here it's a manual switch.
Oh.
Till the time you're paying on time, everything is seamless, everything is automatic. The systems are interacting and reporting is also happening automatically.
Okay.
So nobody is, plugging into the system and updating each and every loan account to the credit bureaus. Everything is happening seamlessly and automatically. Only when an account goes into written off, to switch that account from written off to closed, it's a manual. Somebody has to intervene. There is a manual intervention that comes into picture. So imagine the bank would have taken the money in. They don't care. Why should they care now?
Yeah.
Right, no? It's not.
So even if you assume in good faith, there'll be a manual thing, there'll be delays, etc.
Right, absolutely.
So might as well take the NOC and then do what after you take the NOC?
Raise a concern with credit bureaus.
Okay. That for so-and-so loan, I have an NOC.
Right. So-and-so loan, I have an NOC. Can you please change the status from written off to closed?
Okay. And how often? So I have a few questions regarding some of the
if you visit, I want to add this one more statement. If you if you raise your concern without NOC, they'll say visit the bank. They'll say visit the bank. Clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to take the NOC.